CCi Velocitor. That sure is a mean-sounding name. They've even got a little dinosaur printed on the packaging to insinuate that this 22LR round has got some serious bite to it. Today, I want to find out if the CCi Velocitor is as mean as it is made out to be. And to do this, I'm going to put it through a series of tests. I'm going to go hunting with it, I'm going to test its speed and accuracy, and I'm even going to pull one apart to see if it is well made. So stay tuned to the Republic of Shooting to find out if the CCi Velocitor is suited to your shooting style. I've been using CCi Velocitors for a couple of months all over South Africa to hunt Vervet monkeys. These pesky little criminals cause some serious damage to our farms and their numbers need to be controlled. Here, I'm taking aim at one perched high up in a tree. The wind is howling from left to right, but I managed to get in a decent shot and the Velocitor takes care of the rest. Here, Stefan is lining up an Egyptian goose. Again, the Velocitor proves to be an excellent hunting round. But before I took the Velocitors out into the field to hunt with it, I tested its accuracy using a radar chronograph. I'm particularly interested to see what the standard deviation, or SD, would be in my particular rifle. Now, SD is an indication of the variance in muzzle velocity from shot to shot. And as such, it's one of the simplest indicators of whether a round will be accurate or not. If you have a low SD, the variance is small, and chances are that the round is going to be pretty accurate. If you have a high SD, however, the variance is great, and you're probably in for a bit of disappointment. Now, when I tested the Ely high velocity hollow points in an earlier video, I got an SD of 5.2, and that's excellent, especially for a 22LR round. Whenever you get an SD of 5 or under, you know you're in business. Unfortunately, the CCi Velocitors could not even come close to this. I got SDs of 23 all day, like in this group. This particular group yielded an SD of a whopping 29.7. Now that's truly terrible. I was so disappointed by this. I packed up my gear and headed home. I did not even complete the long-range tests that I had in mind. It was clear to me that this round would not be accurate at all. And I guess that's to be expected. Most hypervelocity rounds in 22LR are not very accurate. If you want accuracy, you should stick to subsonic ammo. But then I got home and I took a second look at the groups that I shot that day, and some of those groups were actually pretty tight. Like this one. This one is actually spectacularly tight. And this got me thinking, maybe I should give the Velocitors a second chance. So a week later, I headed back to the range and I did the long range tests that I had abandoned previously. It turns out that at 100 meters, the Velocitors are still pretty accurate. And judging by the way they were hammering my spinners, they pack a really big punch at that range. At 150 meters, however, they are less than fantastic. Shooting from the bench in perfect weather, I'd back myself to hit the center of this target with each and every shot. But some of the shots went way low, and some of the shots were right on the edge of the target. So it was clear to me that the high standard deviation of this round was coming into play at 150 meters, and I was not getting repeatable results. So after my tests on the range, I concluded that the CCi Velocitors would be excellent hunting rounds at ranges up to 100 meters. At that distance, they should be devastating. But any shots longer than that, that's going to be risky. But before I could take the round out into the field and test it in real hunting situations, there was one more thing that I still wanted to do. Up next, I'd like to get an idea of the build quality of the CCi Velocitor. So let's pull one apart and we'll take a look at its internals. So after taking one of the CCi Velocitor bullets apart, there were a couple of things that I really liked. First off, manufacturing seems to be very tight. Tolerances seem to be tight, the cases all look identical, the bullet shape all look identical, and all of that makes for a nice, accurate rimfire cartridge. I also like the fact that the bullet's got a nice hollow tail, and there was quite a bit of neck tension on the bullet. When I tried to pull it out with the bullet puller, I had to put in a bit of elbow grease. It took some effort to get that bullet out of the case, and those are all good signs. So from what I can see, this looks like a high quality round. And now we can get back to hunting. We traveled out to the Eastern Cape of South Africa to a friend's farm to help him out with his monkey problem. Stefan took care of the first one, and this shot demonstrates what a big punch the CCi Velocitor delivers. Next, Stefan took this sharp chance on a monkey that was trying to hide behind some branches. And again, the Velocitor performs flawlessly. And then I took this long-range shot, although I would advise against taking long-range shots with hypervelocity ammo. In this instance, the Velocitor did the trick.
Got him.
So what's my verdict on the CCi Velocitor? Well, in terms of quality, it is an excellent round. All the bullets and cases are manufactured with great consistency, and I could not find a single faulty round in the 500 rounds that I purchased. So it is really excellent quality. Knockdown power. The knockdown power of the CCi Velocitor is exceptional. It hammered my spinners, and everything we shot with it was killed cleanly. So for a 40-grain bullet, it packs a serious punch. It does bite very hard, and it has some serious knockdown power. Accuracy? Well, if you stick to shots no further than 100 meters, you are going to be fine. But the CCi Velocitor is not suitable for long-range shots because of that disappointingly high standard deviation. If you want to shoot further, you are going to need something else. And that something else is going to be the topic of our next video here on the Republic of Shooting. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can catch that video as soon as it drops. And until then, keep shooting straight.